So I wanted to talk to y'all today about how I personally overcame psychic attack, and I have to give credit to one of my followers because she messaged me earlier asking about my story and how I overcame it. And I wanted to talk to y'all about this because I feel like when we're in the thick of it, sometimes we can lose hope. And I've always had glimmers of hope. A lot. Oh, girl, I've been talking a long time. I'm getting hoarse. My throat chakra still has a lot of healing to do. Okay, I'm just being honest. But this is part of that. Telling my story is part of that. I've always had glimmers of hope along my journey, and I do have to give credit to my godparents for that, because my godparents are warriors. They've also been in war, and they live beautiful, like, fulfilling, full lives, and they continue to build that. And having them as an example was very helpful when I was in, like, the worst of it, because I got to look at them and I'm like, it's actually possible to beat this crap and to win and be victorious and live a good life. Like, you don't have to succumb to it. You don't have to give in. And at that part in my journey, when I was giving into it, it wasn't intentional and it wasn't out of weakness. It was simply because I didn't have the protection and the knowledge that I needed. So I was kind of succumbing to it because I didn't know any better, you know? And if I had to sum up, like, what I did personally that has helped me the most, it's a lot of cleansing, a lot of protection, and inner work. Those are the three things, besides my godparents and my initiation into Palo, that have helped me. Okay? Because Palo is not for everyone. I am a priestess in Palo Mayombe. I've been a Yaya for almost 4.5 years, and I love it because I'm a Muertera. Talking to the dead, being with the dead, connecting to them, asking them for help, watching them carry out their mission, you know, watching them transform my life and other people's lives. It's just my calling. It's part of my path. I love it. You know, I'm never alone. There's always a dead person in here somewhere. I live with dead people, literally. Between, you know, my different practices and stuff, that is the fundamental, the foundation of my spirituality, is Egun, the dead. But that's not all of my spirituality, because that's not all that I am. You know, I'm a living, breathing person, gracias a Dios. Like, so I want to teach you guys other things that you can do to help yourself, because I recognize that Palo is not for everyone. But it does have a big role in my protection. Okay? Cleansing is going to be your best friend. But so is protection. Because if you are just cleansing yourself and not protecting, you're gonna hit a wall. Because it's like you're removing the negativity, but you're not doing anything to prevent it or to ward it away. That's why wards are very important, especially for your home or your car. If you need like an amulet or something for your car, I can make that for you. If you need one for your house, I can make that for you. In Palo, we call them makutos. And there's a variety of ways that you can make them. But essentially, it is something that holds a lot of secrets in it to protect you from negativity and malevolent witchcraft, evil eye, psychic attack, all that. And also just from misfortune, you know, warding away misfortune, warding away unnecessary BS, because life is not perfect, but some stuff is avoidable if you protect yourself. It truly is. But having those two things, cleansing and protection, down is very important, and I'm actually coming out with the course. It's going to, and it is my baby, my third baby now. It's called Thriving Through Psychic Attack, and it will be for release in October, spooky season, yay. But because that's actually when a lot of psychic attack is done, is during spooky season and the lower half or the lower quarter of the year, because the veil is very thin from October to December. It's very, very thin. and it's easier for spirits of the dead to come through. So while I'll be doing a lot of witchy stuff and celebrating with my people, there will also be a lot of people doing some not so good magic, and I want you guys to be prepared, okay? It's called Thriving Through Psychic Attack, because I don't want you guys to just survive, okay? That's no way to live. Yes, we have to learn to survive first, but I want you guys to go beyond that and thrive. So I poured so much knowledge into this course. It is crazy. There's a lot of tutorials in there on how to make spiritual baths, how to make floor washes, to wash your floors, to cleanse your house, how to dress candles, how to do reversal magic, how to do a binding, how to do a freezer spell. Like, there's hours and hours and hours of content in there, okay? If you want to, you can go to sirensnectar.com and order it and purchase it for $555, and Afterpay is available, okay? And it will be released in October. I'm not going to raise the price on this one past $555 because I feel like this is so necessary for you guys to have in your arsenal, and I want it to be as accessible as I can make it, okay? And given the amount of time and energy I put into it, that's as low as I can make the price, okay? But all those things like Return to Cinders, freezer spells, binding spells, cleansing, protection, is a spiritual foundation. Yes, the money magic is fun. Yes, the love magic is fun and all those things. But none of that matters if you are not cleansing and protecting yourself. And another thing that I made sure to do is not have toxic people in my life. Because these lower level entities and the people that use, or actually the lower level entities use the people, not the other way around, they love toxic relationships. They love working through people in your life. So if they can't attack you, they're going to attack the people around you. They'll try to cause conflict through them. They'll try to turn people against you. They will try to get people to gossip about you, hate on you, all these things. Just stir up like a spiritual smear campaign, basically. And so I do not allow people in my life that exhibit that behavior. I don't entertain gossip. I don't have any of those friendships that the foundation of it is gossip anymore. I had those in high school, but after I graduated high school, I kind of understood how mean and hurtful gossip is, and I told myself I would not participate in that. So the friendships and relationships that I do have are very nourishing. They are very divinely orchestrated and divinely placed into my life, sent to me by God, not the devil. And I just don't allow people and situations in my life that stress me the fuck out. Simple. I don't. I find other ways. I find other relationships to replace them with. It's that simple. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, there was a bit of my journey where I was in that in-between period where my soul tribe wasn't fully in my life, and it was kind of lonely. But I had the peace. The devil was not using people in my life against me anymore because there was no one for him to do so with. And the people that I have in my life now won't fall for this shit. But it's a test from the divine to see if those people are truly easily that manipulated, like letting me see how strong their spirit is and how much they love me and how much they can see me for who I am and not the negative glamour that this person or this entity is trying to paint over me. The people that are meant to see you for who you are will see you for who they are, for who you are. Period. The people that don't will not. So that's a little encouragement for you guys dealing with this crap. Because it can get lonely. It can get very lonely, very hard, especially if you're dealing with it by yourself. So if you find yourself in spiritual war and psychic attack, find someone that can help you. okay? Find someone that can give you tools and knowledge and resources. I'm here for you guys. If you need readings, if you need cord cuttings, if you need coaching, you know, like, you can hire me to do your first cord cutting, but let's book a coaching call so that I can teach you how to do the next one, so you don't need me forever. Like, I want to empower you guys with knowledge and help you build a firm foundation. That's why I made this course. Okay? And eventually, this course will be transferred over to Thinkific. I'm just kind of working out the kinks right now and learning how to use Thinkific, but it's in the works. Okay? So if you have any questions, just DM me here on Instagram or text me at 678-390-0688. Okay? I love you.